Hello, I'm Tech Sergeant Brian Hoover from Public Affairs, and welcome to this month's Virtual Commander's Call. Well, our wing is going through a pretty big change in leadership. It started off on May 6th when we said farewell to Colonel Goodwill and welcomed Colonel Highland as our new wing commander. Colonel LaHue has moved on to assume command in central Pennsylvania, and taking over for him is Lieutenant Colonel Tracy Wallace. Colonel Wallace comes to us from NGB Joint Staff, where she was the branch chief of deliberate plans of the Future Operations Division. She has previously held positions such as the Postal Service Inspector General and the Security Forces Squadron Commander of the 477th and the 176th. We look forward to her assuming command of our Mission Support Group. Colonel Adams is hanging up his command and heading to the 111th to become their flight surgeon. Taking his place is the previous 111th Medical Group Commander, Colonel Scott Karate. Colonel Karate began his Air Force career as a firefighter before earning his degree in 2001 in osteopathic medicine. He has been the Medical Group Commander of the 111th since 2015, and we look forward to having him command our medical team. Earlier this month, Mr. Kirk Simpson released the 2021 Sexual Assault and Prevention Training videos to unit training managers. There are 2 courses for leadership positions and all others. NGB would like us to reach 100% trained by the 30th of November, but we in Public Affairs believes this can be accomplished by the end of the fiscal year. If you are unsure of where to find these videos or when you can complete your training, reach out to your supervisor for more information. The Air Force PT test is finally returning. Beginning July 1st, members will put their Shoe Leather Express to the test. The biggest concern has been, when will I have to test? So here's the official answer. If you were overdue or failed a test before testing was halted, you are due in July. If your normal annual rotation falls in July or the following months, you will test this year. Members who were due up until June, but you have a previous and current passing score, you are exempt until 2022. AGR members will have to test twice a year if their score is under 90%. With the return of the fitness exam comes changes to the test. Age brackets have been reduced from 10-year increments to 5. Also, the days of sucking in your gut are over. Airmen will only be evaluated on the 1.5-mile run, push-ups, and sit-ups, which are now both worth 20 points apiece. The score sheets have been modified and are posted on the SharePoint for you to review. Earlier this year, the Dress and Appearance AFI changed to allow females the opportunity to wear their hair down. Over the past 4 months, leadership across the installation has noticed more and more females have been taking liberties with these changes. Please take into consideration what changes were made to the AFI. Women may wear their hair in a ponytail or braids so long as they do not exceed the crease of the member's armpit. Well, Memorial Day has passed and we are unofficially into the summer. Even though we live in one of the gloomiest cities in the country, there is plenty of opportunities to get out and into the water. If you're going to get on a boat this summer, don't leave the life jacket behind. Life jackets are meant to keep your head above water so that you can breathe. Most importantly, be familiar with the state laws when boating. On June 22nd, the TAG will be out to visit, and MIC-T is due by the 30th. If you are a DSG and a program manager, get it done this drill. And now, let's hear from Master Sergeant Lindsay Brent with a message from the recruiting team.
Looking for a way to get more involved in the wing? Or looking for a few extra days this summer? Check out the recruiting events calendar or stop by the recruiting office to sign up to attend an event as a recruiting assistant. We'll be visiting some local community events like the Big Butler Fair, the Clarion County Fair, and the Moraine State Park Regatta, just for examples. Stop in and see if you can get paid to help recruiting in a town near you.
Earlier this week, we sat down with Julie Catanza-Wright. She is one of our 2 directors of psychological health here at the 171st. Let's hear a little bit about herself and what she can do for you.
So I'm the director of psychological health, or one of them, as Matt is the other one. So basically what we do is provide any sort of assistance, resources, any help that anyone might need with their day-to-day life, their mental health.
What might I come to you on a regular basis? You can use examples.
So you can come to me for really any reason, whether it's anxiety, depression, PTSD. If your family needs resources as well, we can get you set up with any sort of, if you want us to look into treatment, if you just want some ideas about how to control your stress on your own, we can do that with them. So pretty much anything that you feel is becoming a little bit more stressful or a little bit harder to handle day to day, you can come see me, and then we can kind of work on that so it doesn't get to the point where it's starting to affect your job, your home life, things where it's now becoming a problem. So we want to get to that before it gets to that point.
Where do we find you?
So, Building 300. It's a little bit of a maze to get back to me, but if you're familiar where Matt's office is, or Kirk's.
Let's say we don't know where they live.
Okay. So across from the DFAC and the bathrooms down there, there's a door that goes straight ahead. You turn to the left, turn to the right. I'm office 166. I'm right there at the end of the hall on the right.
So,
yeah.
Room 166 on the lower level of Building 300.
Yes. So my direct line is 412-776-7631.
And now, let's take a look and see who's getting promoted this month. Congratulations to all. As a reminder, non-vaccinated members are still required to wear a mask on the base until new guidance lifts those restrictions. Members who have been fully vaccinated may remove their mask. With the optional drill next month, we won't see you until August, so have a safe and wonderful summer. Get out and enjoy the fresh air. Thank you, and have a great drill weekend.